Hey folks, Mike Lundy here with Fish Alaska Magazine, and we're going to do a take 2 on tying the Boss Comet fly right here. Accidentally forgot to tie the dumbbell eyes in the first step, which is usually what I want to do. So, well, it's retie here again, and we're going to tie the dumbbell eyes in here right in the front, doing a series of figure 8 wraps. I usually like to tie it right in the front in the beginning. Alright, there we go. Now we'll advance our thread to the back of the hook. Again, this hook right here is a size 11, or I'm sorry, a size 1 SP11 303H. Very good hook I recommend for this fly. Also, the tarpon style hooks from Gamakatsu. SL12S1 odd. This thing has stuck plenty of 100+ pound tarpon in the Keys and throughout the Caribbean. Therefore, it'll work fine on 40, 50+ pound kings, even in the fastest current, Nicotina and the Kenai. So, now we got our bucktail here. That's going to be the tail. We'll cut a section of this. Alright, there we go. We got our, for our tail. Tie that in. Build a nice little thread there, a little head in the back, so the bucktail isn't going anywhere. You want to make sure the hair is straight. I don't want to advance too far backwards. I don't want to go too far backwards down the hook shanks, that way it ends up being crooked. And I'll just kind of tie this in front. That way it's secured, it's not going nowhere. There we go. I'll cut the excess bucktail hair off here. There we go. Now I'll just tie the rest of that down. Isn't going anywhere. And optional, you can always put some cement over the thread wraps. But there you go. It's on there pretty good now. Sometimes I'll take my fingers a little bit and spread the tail out, make sure it's nice and bushy and spreads out well. Alright, next step we're going to take flat diamond braid right here, grenade number 2. That's going to be the main body. You can also use royal blue. You can also use royal blue Flashabou. Cut about 5-10 strands, just like you would chenille or any other material like this for the body. I'll tie this in, make sure it's secured. Palmer this forward. Now we'll do this to build up the body. Again, you could put flash in the tail, that is optional. If you do, I don't recommend putting a lot, but feel free to experiment. Sometimes I'll just go no flash on this fly, because it's actually, sometimes the most simplest is the most effective. I'll just go back and forth a little bit to make sure I get a nice body on this thing. Or they could even do, if you wanted, was cut 2 strands of Flashabou and Palmer spiral wrap those forward to create a little spiral wrap like you would in an Atlantic salmon fly if you desire to. Now I'll tie this off. Now we'll take a shallapin feather. And we're going to pull all the fibers. We're going to pull all the fibers down like that. Cut all this excess fluff off the bottom. You should try to find the longest fibers possible. And this is where we're going to do our tie-in point, right here. We call it the scissors fold. So right there is where we're going to tie it in. So, just like right there. We'll tie right behind the eyes. Turn off the access. Just bear with me here. I don't have the... I don't know if my good scissors accidentally worked today at my other job. Alright, now take our hackle pliers, like so. Stick the bottom end of the quill in there. And it depends. You can have a very bushy collar, or you can have a nice sparse collar. It's all up to the tire at this point. We'll do a nice sparse one here. The other one came out a little bushy, but it'll still fish fine. Don't be afraid to palmer this thing really fast. I usually like to take my time, go nice and slow with the hack. Let's see, one of the nice advantages with the hackle pliers, you can rotate your finger in multiple directions and angles to get the nice effect. This fly, like this one's coming out really good. I'm probably going to wrap this probably 2 more times, and that should do it. She should be done. I'll go 1 more time. Then we'll tie it off. Alright, last time. Here we go. There we go. Alright, now we'll have that sucker off. Alright, 1 more wrap. Sometimes for extra security I'll actually pull the hackle the other side. Do 3 wraps like that. That way it's secured in there and it's not going anywhere. I'll cut the excess off. Oops, hooking on the vise there a little bit. Alright. Now I'll just palmer this back. Alright. There you go. There's your Boss Comet. Now I'll just do a couple whip finishes on this, and she'll be done. There's whip finish number 1. Whip finish number 2. Another thing you could always do is, and I mentioned this before, but depending on the length of the tail, if it's a little long, you can always cut it short too. Nothing wrong with that. Alright. And there's your Boss Comet right there. You can always vary the tail length. I might trim that one down probably about another 1/2 of an inch to an inch, but there you go. That's basically the Comet right there. Boss Comet style flies. Again, these are fish in a straight swing. Color combinations I like for these things. This is one of my favorite when kings are in fresh from the tidewater, or we're fishing the Parks Highway down at Willow, Montana, Sheep Creek, Little Susitna. The chartreuse silver works really well when the fish are pressured. They're not biting big 3 to 6 inch style and shooter flies, articulated leeches, and other big ammunition like that. So you can use black. Black's a real good color. Black and red, black and blue, black and purple. Again, the length range on these things, I wouldn't go any bigger than 3 inches. Like these right here are probably the biggest I would use. And hooks again, you know, the tarpon style hook right here that we tied on before and first one will work. Or the longer shanked hook right here, such as the SP11-3L3H. Will work great. So, again, these flies work great for warm air temperatures. In Alaska, that's basically defined as, you know, 75, 80 degrees and warmer, bright sunny skies. Warmer water temperatures, luckily I don't have to worry about that too much compared to the lower 48 states. But still, monitor the water temperature whenever you go fishing. It's definitely important. And the third component, definitely angling pressure. Anywhere on the Parks Highway, the Richardson Highway, down the Glatina, Gulcana, you're fishing the Kenai Peninsula, such as the Kenai and the Kasilof, or any of the streams near Homer, such as the Anchor, the Nilchik, and Deep Creek. Whenever there's a lot of people fishing around you, the action's slow. You don't see anybody catching anything, even on conventional gear. I still recommend using one of these Boss Comet flies. They're a go-to weapon when the big intruders aren't working. So again, your tail, bucktail hair, body is going to be diamond braid, preferably silver. Again, the other option, you can take Flashabou, a color combination of your choice, tie and cut 5 to 10 strands, tie it and wrap it forward, just like you would we did with the diamond braid. Then just I like a shallapin hackle. You can also use saddle hackle, work fine, but I like shallapin because it builds up a nice collar. And then for weight, cone heads don't work. I use strictly dumbbell eyes. And the last option that we didn't discuss is you can tie these in a tube too. If you're scared about a hook bending out, you're more than welcome to tie them on a tube, and just make sure that your hook in the junction tubing isn't too big. Again, as I mentioned in the article, size 1 to about a 1/0 is perfect. Anything bigger than that, it's going to affect the action of the fly. It's going to over-rotate, won't swing correctly, won't get that proper swing on the presentation. So, and again, thread, by the way, any 6/0 thread, uni or Varivas will be just fine. Hooks, again, 1/0 SL12S, the 2/0 would do fine, or the SP11 303H. Another hook that I'll recommend, even though I didn't show it on the video here. Owner makes a hook called Aki. The Owner Aki is a tarpon style hook with a 3X shank.